David Weiss, your board game concierge here at 401 Games, and this week's Smorgasboard is Raccoon Tycoon, designed by Glenn Drover and published by Forbidden Games. Now, this was kickstarted back in 2018, and retail copies are just hitting stores now. Drover originally made his name with tabletop ports of popular video games such as Age of Empires 3, Age of Mythology, and maybe most infamously the 2002 version of Sid Meier's Civilization, the board game. He recently also worked on Hearts of Iron. Mainly in the last few years, he's been known for mid-weight economic and war-type games such as Railways of the World and Attack. This time around, he's put together a light economic game, almost a gateway game. So let's take a look inside and see whether this is a game you want to buy. In Raccoon Tycoon, you and up to 4 others take the part of investors looking to expand your financial empires in a world resembling late Victorian England, except everyone seems to be animals. If you know the book Wind in the Willows, you'll know what I mean. Every turn, you have a choice to take exactly one of 5 possible actions. Play a card from your hand to produce goods and change the prices of other goods. Sell as many of one good as you want, which then changes the price in the market. Buy or upgrade a building. It is a little weird that they put the upgrade price on the other side of the tile, but what can you do? Oh, I also want to point out that the iron token is an anvil, but the icon on everything else are these metal bars, which is a little annoying and confusing. Anyway, you can auction off a share in a railroad, or you can build a town. Now, buildings have a variety of different powers, from boosting production to increasing revenue to scoring points at the end of the game. The game always starts with 4 of the basic production buildings available. The other 2 are not used, and then the rest of the buildings start in a shuffled face-down pile. The game ends when 2 of the 3 piles, the railroad shares, the town cards, and the building piles, are empty. That's different from the printed rules, but Drover has amended that on BGG. Then you score points according to the towns you've built, the shares that you own, so sets of the same animal will give you more points, and buildings are also worth 1 point each at the end of the game. There's also an optional module which adds secret private personal goals that score points. But interestingly, for an economic game, money is worth absolutely zilch at the end of the game. And that's it. I mean, Raccoon Tycoon is a relatively simple game, so I'm not sure why the age recommendation on the side of the box is 14 plus, because usually that's meant for games with adult content, which this game certainly does not have, or for games where there's a lot of reading involved, and that also is not this game. So maybe it's because of the bidding involved, because younger kids can have trouble wrapping their heads around auctions. But anyway, is this game for you? Well, first of all, I have to give a shout out for the artwork, which is absolutely stunning, especially the animal pictures on the railway cards. I mean, look at this cutie little Westie and the raccoons. Look at that. Just beautiful, stunning, stunning artwork. I mean, and the rules are straightforward. Oh, this is the star player token. Look at the component value on this thing. This is massive. Total overkill, and yet also so cute, carrying a little lantern. So anyway, the rules are straightforward, and except to that one change about the end game that Drover made, they're problem-free. It also seems to scale pretty well from 2 to 5, and it's pretty unusual to have a workable 2-player auction game, so that's a plus. Some people won't like the paper money, but it's actually not just paper. It's some sort of laminated thing, and so it's not just Monopoly money, but you know, for people who don't like that, they're going to be using their poker chips anyway. So the only thing you have to watch out for in this game are some of the buildings. Some of them can be pretty OP if they turn up early in the game. For instance, this building, the auction house, it's only 15 bucks, and the owner of the building gets $5 commission after every auction. That, if it comes out early enough, gives that player a revenue stream that's pretty hard to beat, and also encourages them to do lots of auctioning. The only way around that is to just let them win the auction, which of course gives them points for the railway shares. Or all the players can just agree not to start any auctions, but that's not always feasible either. So I don't know if I'd call them play balance issues or what, but there are similar buildings to that. All in all, Raccoon Tycoon is a good introductory kind of economics game that has high replayability and scales well from 2 to 5 players. It's definitely playable by kids as young as 10 if they can handle the bidding. So click on the link below to order your copy of Raccoon Tycoon now. This is David Weiss, your board game concierge here at 41 Games. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.